Kevin Phoenix for the Illuminerdi. I love the series. It is one of the best series ever made. You know, it's up there with The Wire, The West Wing. Well, there's a lot of W's in that list, but yeah, I'm just
Great.
so happy for season three. And thank you for taking the time to meet with me. So my first question is for Shannon. We get to see you hop on the other side of the camera this season. I was wondering if you could share a bit about your experience being on the other side and kind of like joining the world you helped build, and also what was it about the episode or the character that drew you into crossing over to the other side of the camera?
Well, we'd been talking actually for a while about having me come on the show for some sort of cameo role, and we were trying to make it happen for season two, but it just didn't work out. And so when we finally got season three, we knew we were going to try to fit that in. And Jonathan was talking to me about the different possibilities of character, and I have to say he definitely didn't take it easy on me from an acting perspective. First, I was like, I haven't acted in like 20 years. But it was such a fun, amazing opportunity, not only to get in front of the camera, but to have it be on this show. That is my father's show. And with this cast and crew who are phenomenal and amazing, and also to be able to play a character that really is sort of like a pivotal, helps catalyze a pivotal moment for Assam's character in the arc of the season. And so I just felt really blessed to be able to do it. And for me, my acting career back in my 20s was really challenging and marked by a lot of grief over the loss of my brother. So the ability to get to come back and step in front of the camera as a grounded, more mature human being at this point in time, and in this way, was purely a pleasure, and also just such a blessing.
It's wonderful, and I can't wait for everyone to see that episode. It was great episode.
So my question for Jonathan, I heard how involved you get within like the setting up the fights for the series. Where a lot of other series, there a lot of even movies, they always build up like the story to get to the fight. In Warrior, I like how the fights actually kind of just extend and extrapolate the story. Can you talk a bit about what's your process of telling the story through the fight scenes?
Yeah, I write and I ask all the writers to write very detailed fight scenes with every punch and kick and every shift in the fight there. On my last show, I remember occasionally I'd get a writer who would like get up to the fight of a story and then write, they fight, and leave it to the fight coordinators to figure it out. But I think it's really important to convey to the fight coordinators the story of the fight. And so the kicks and punches I write don't generally, like Brett will take those and he'll say, okay, he's not going to do that. He'll change that all to do something much better. But he'll know what I'm going for. Right. So what's really important is that the fight coordinator understand the story points of the fight, which depending on where the fight's happening in the flow of the season will have a certain goal for the characters involved, right? Other than who wins and who loses, right? So I'll write it. The only way to write that is by writing it beat by beat. My beats will generally not be as cool as the beats Brett will come up with. So he'll change them all, but he'll know what has to happen. And so that's how I do it. And then because I am a martial artist and spent many years doing it, the geek in me likes to go through the previses with Brett and make certain suggestions. But ultimately, he and his guys, they actually know how to do that much better than me. So I'll always yield to them. My only other contribution to the fights is I don't like anything cute. I don't think this show does cute fighting. I don't like anything. No disrespect, but Jackie Chan is Jackie Chan. And this show has a much more brutal, visceral feel to its fight. So I don't want flips and using refrigerators as weapons and anything like that. I just want it to be, everything should feel like a street fight. So I police that. But beyond that, it's really Brett has a lot of free range because he's already shown us that he knows how to make the fights on this show better than all of us. So yeah.
Definitely some of the best fights out there in general.
Yeah.
That's my time. Thank you so much, everyone. Can't wait for everyone to see season 3.
Thank you.
Thank you.